In the grand tapestry of history, a towering figure emerges under the name of Marcus Aurelius, an emblem of unparalleled influence in the world, revered not solely for his exalted position, but also for his steadfast commitment to a life governed by unwavering moral principles and profound philosophy. Unlike his Roman predecessors, he shunned the allure of extravagant and opulent pleasures, turning away from lavish feasts and blood-soaked spectacles at the Roman Colosseum. His vision transcended personal indulgence. He saw his mission as a sacred duty bestowed upon him by fate, to serve humanity. Embracing this noble calling, Marcus Aurelius dedicated himself wholeheartedly to the realization of his life's purpose. He adamantly avoided entanglement in transient worldly pleasures, a testament to the Stoic philosophy he embraced. At the heart of Stoicism lies a core principle: the ability to discern between what lies within our control and what resides beyond our influence. Epictetus, a luminary of this philosophical school, succinctly illuminated this concept in his handbook, emphasizing that, aside from our actions, most events lie beyond our control. This awareness not only unveils a profound truth, but also offers a fresh perspective on our world and our interactions with it. Stoic philosophy, far from advocating complete withdrawal from the world, encourages acceptance and a realistic appraisal of our limitations. The Stoics posit that fixating on elements beyond our control burdens us unnecessarily. Much of life's suffering, they contend, arises from an excessive concern for factors lying outside our sphere of influence. In a life marked by tribulations, relinquishing control to external forces transforms us into mere puppets manipulated by fate. While blame may be directed at external influences, the reality is that we willingly cede them power. By disengaging from external influences, we reclaim agency, rendering these external forces impotent and discovering true inner peace. Marcus Aurelius exemplified this Stoic tenet, maintaining an unruffled composure in the face of elements beyond his control. This resilience enabled him to confront the myriad responsibilities and challenges of his role as emperor, fostering a singular focus on the divine task he believed the gods had assigned him. For Epictetus, this freedom from external influence serves as a pathway to meaningful goals, while for others, it unveils a route to a content and worry-free existence. In times of adversity, the question arises: what aspects of life should we cease to care about? And how do we embark on this journey? This exploration delves into the philosophy of Marcus Aurelius as encapsulated in his Meditations. Repeatedly, Marcus Aurelius draws a sharp distinction between the past, present, and future, offering profound insights into our misguided attachments and concerns. Seneca's wisdom echoes through time. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. This sentiment reveals the wellspring of our suffering, rooted in our thoughts about the future. Our imagination, when fixated on the future, often conjures numerous scenarios, many of which may never materialize. Faced with this uncertainty, we grapple with how to navigate potential outcomes, trembling at the prospect of an unknown future. While some predictions materialize, countless events catch us off guard, subjecting us to the ebb and flow of fate. Marcus Aurelius offers a poignant perspective on the weight of the future, not a burden in itself, but a reflection of how we engage with it in the present. It is not the future that inflicts harm, but rather our present response to it. The pain stemming from future events unfolds in the present as we endure them in our imagination, allowing these potentialities to shape our current reality. Marcus Aurelius' counsel is clear: never let the future disturb you. Confronted armed with the same weapons of reason that fortify you against present challenges. By focusing on the present, he discovered the resilience to endure, extending this principle to an amor fati, a love and acceptance of fate, confident that the ability to endure in the present equips one to navigate the future. Turning our gaze to the past, Marcus Aurelius acknowledges the fleeting nature of life, swiftly disappearing into the vast beyond. The past, much like the future, resides in a realm beyond our agency. What is done, and absent a time machine, the past remains immutable. Marcus Aurelius urges us to recognize that man lives only in the present, a fleeting instant sandwiched between the irretrievable past and the unknown future. While past events exert an undeniable influence on the present, Marcus Aurelius underscores the importance of our response to them. We cannot alter the past, and our memories are often imperfect, colored by personal recollections and varying perspectives. Yet, our tendency to dwell on past events, replaying them in our minds and reliving the associated pain, persists. Marcus Aurelius challenges this inclination, advocating a shift in focus from dwelling on past events to shaping our responses to them. The Stoic perspective on the past does not dismiss its significance entirely. Instead, Marcus Aurelius views it as a guiding force, revealing patterns and cycles that inform our understanding of the future. The essence lies not in the events themselves, but in our approach to them. Can we label something as truly unfortunate if it does not violate the essence of human nature? Marcus Aurelius poses this question, challenging our perceptions of adversity. The past, according to him, is not a string of disasters, but a crucial chapter in our journey, a source of lessons that can strengthen us and prepare us for future challenges. As we pivot to the present, Marcus Aurelius illuminates a profound truth. The present moment is our sole domain. Unlike the expansive realms of the past and the future, the present exists within a narrow field of immediacy. Paradoxically, we often find ourselves dissatisfied with the unfolding of life at this very moment. The world operates beyond our control, but our reaction to it lies within our grasp. Consider the scenario of a challenging childhood, replete with obstacles and hardships. It may be tempting to label such a past as a series of misfortunes. However, Marcus Aurelius redirects our focus, emphasizing that the essence lies not in events themselves, but in our chosen response. We cannot alter the past, and it's very likely that we can't control it when it happens in the present. However, we can control how we deal with these events. Initially, we may view the past as unfortunate situations. We may have experienced a difficult childhood, filled with hardships and challenges, or we may have experienced the end of important relationships that we thought would last forever. It may even be business endeavors that failed, objects that we hoped would succeed, but ultimately didn't. However, the past is not just a series of unfortunate events, but also a crucial chapter in our journey. It can help us learn, mature, and grow. The difficulties and failures in the past can help us understand ourselves better, explore our limits more deeply, and find ways to overcome them. They can become valuable lessons that make us stronger and more prepared to face future challenges. Consider the past as a part of your story, an inseparable part, but not the sole determinant of your life. It is a source of lessons and inspiration for you to move forward and build a better future. Don't let the past shape your thinking and decisions. Use it to become stronger and more confident in facing upcoming challenges. But for Marcus Aurelius, the essence of these events is not important. What matters is how he deals with them. He poses the question of whether we can truly call something unfortunate if it doesn't violate the essence of human nature. Can you say something is unfortunate if it doesn't contradict the essence of human nature? Or do you think that something that doesn't violate the will of nature can violate it? Do you know the will of nature? What has happened has prevented you from acting justly, prosperously, self-controlled, rightly determined, honest, humble, qualities that allow your true nature to flourish. Marcus Aurelius doesn't entirely disregard the value of the past. He sees the past as a guide, observing how everything unfolds and repeats itself in cycles. When it comes to the future, our imagination often operates uncontrollably, creating many scenarios of what might happen, many of which may never occur. First, we think about how to handle possible outcomes while trembling in fear of the unknown future or what will happen in our life. In some cases, what happens is exactly what we predicted. In many other cases, fate surprises us with events we couldn't foresee, whether for better or worse. Some people have devoted a lot of time and effort to preparing for an ideal retirement. Still, sometimes life doesn't go as planned, and these plans may not materialize. However, we should not give up. Instead, we can learn to adapt to changes and adjust our plans to create a meaningful and exciting retirement. The possibility of unfavorable outcomes often leads to worries, contemplating the best and worst that could happen. What if World War III breaks out? What if I lose all my money? Such outcomes are possible, but should we worry about them in advance? As Seneca suggested, the future troubles us because we think about it. It doesn't exist outside of our minds. If you were facing a life-threatening cancer diagnosis, what would prevent you from living today and enjoying every precious moment of your life? Stand up, hold your head high, no matter what you're going through, whether it's trivial or significant. Put on your finest clothes, your best shoes, and create moments that will be remembered even after you're gone. Marcus Aurelius focuses on his reaction to events we cannot control, the past. Perhaps we cannot control them when they happen in the present. However, we can control how we face these events. Initially, we may consider the past as an unfortunate situation. We may have gone through a difficult childhood, the end of a friendship, or failed business efforts. But for Marcus Aurelius, the essence of these events is not important. What matters is how he deals with them. He posed the question of whether we can call something a true disaster if it doesn't violate the essence of human nature. Can you say that something is a disaster if it does not contradict the essence of human nature? Or do you think that something that does not infringe on the will of nature can violate it? Do you know what the will of nature is? Have the events that have occurred prevented you from acting with justice, generosity, self-control, intelligent judgment, honesty, humility, and authenticity, qualities that allow your natural essence to flourish? Interestingly, Marcus Aurelius did not completely dismiss the value of the past. He viewed the past as a guide, observing how events unfold and repeat through cycles. Through the past, we can infer about the future. This brings us to the present. Marcus Aurelius recognized that the present moment is all we have. It is a narrow field within our reach, while the past and the future are vast areas beyond our control. The present exists only in a moment, and the rest of our lives have either passed or remain undisclosed. Yet, we often focus on areas beyond the present. We become dissatisfied with how life unfolds at this moment. The world unfolds is not within our control, but our reaction is within our control. While we cannot control external events, we can control how we react to them. Imagine you have had a difficult childhood full of obstacles and hardships. It might be easy to label your past as a series of misfortunes. However, according to the philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, the important thing is not to label these events as disasters, but how you choose to react to them. He believed that in the face of actual events, if you'd imagine you are going through a relatively challenging situation in your personal life. You have lost an important relationship and feel sad and desperate. According to Stoic philosophy, you can approach this situation as follows. First, accept the situation. Accept that losing the relationship is a part of life, and you cannot fully control it. What matters is how you handle it. Second, focus on self-worth. Instead of blaming yourself or feeling hopeless, concentrate on developing yourself and building support. Third, deal with emotions. Learn how to manage and control your emotions rather than letting them control you. This is the art of living, not about the amazing and fortunate external circumstances we encounter because they are unstable, fragile, and fluctuating. It's about how we deal with the events we face. That's what we should care about. Hold on to it. Try to live in the present regardless of the circumstances you are facing. Start the change with something within your reach. John, burdened by the pressures of daily work in a large company, found himself perpetually tired and unmotivated. During this challenging period, he discovered the philosophy of Marcus Aurelius, a revelation that ignited a transformative journey. Marcus Aurelius's words resonated deeply with John, inspiring him to delve further into Stoicism and incorporate its principles into his daily life. Stoicism became John's compass, guiding him to confront work pressures with equanimity, manage stress more effectively, and prioritize values that truly matter. Each day became an opportunity to embody the teachings and wisdom of one of history's greatest philosophers. In this process, John found a renewed sense of purpose and resilience in the face of life's challenges. As we conclude this exploration into the timeless teachings and wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, it serves as an invitation to refresh our lives with a new breeze of inspiration and understanding. This video endeavors to provide a window into a world of profound discoveries and insights, an authentic journey into enlightenment. If this exploration has touched your heart, do not hesitate to share it with those around you. Let's foster a community enriched with knowledge and diverse experiences. Together, let us weave a tapestry of wisdom, drawing from the threads of shared understanding. May this video serve as a catalyst for transformation, inspiring each viewer to embark on their journey toward a more enlightened and purposeful existence. As we navigate the currents of life, may the teachings of Marcus Aurelius continue to illuminate our path, guiding us toward a richer tapestry of knowledge and a more meaningful life.